want to open up and just, first of all, thank Ouachita for coming down. This is obviously part of our season prep. I've known Coach Nutt for about 15 years. We worked together at Coastal Carolina back in the early part of my assistant coaching career, and always respected him as a person. He was a great player at TCU. His family's got ties here. His dad played for Mr. Iba, and then two of his brothers also attended school here. One played football and one played basketball. So they've got strong ties to the school, and I was thankful that the kids went out there and played hard. But obviously I was proud of the way we dominated the game from the interior the way we did, because that was a lot of the plan.
You mentioned the interior, but what about the exterior? How the shots didn't seem to fall like you probably hoped.
I don't know about. Yeah, I mean, again, I thought we got really good shots. I thought we got the good shots from the right people. Bryce made his first two, and sometimes that happens, right? He didn't stay in a good rhythm. Probably didn't get another one for a while, and so he winds up 2 for 6. Not a terrible night shooting, but you like for it to be 3 or 4 for 6. Asberry, first game out there, I think he's going to have more nights where he's 2 for 4, 3 for 4 than 0 for 4. More concern was just our free throw. I thought our focus at the free throw line was lacking, and then we obviously, I thought, turned the ball over a little bit carelessly. It's not like we got forced into a bunch of turnovers. Some of that is first time out there in front of people and some new guys playing together under the lights, and those things happen, but there's certainly things that we're going to address in practice the next few days.
You mentioned Asberry. What do you think of him, and particularly his defense?
Yeah, I mean, again, he's the type of guy that's going to impact the game regardless of whether he's making shots or not, and that's what you need. You need guys who understand that there's more to the game than scoring, and it's one of the things we identified when we recruited him, is that he's been coached by some really good coaches. Billy Gillespie at Ranger College, Danny Casper, who we replaced at Stephen F. Austin when he recruited him to Texas State, and then TJ, who's there now, are all really good defensive-minded coaches. So he's got some really good intangibles to start with, and knows he can impact the game without having to make baskets. But obviously that's something we want him to be able to do. I think he showed that he's more than just a shooter, though. Right? He's a good athlete, can get the lane and finish. And I'm confident that he'll be in the gym, and we'll get the shot going as well.
The first test of Caleb and Musa playing extended minutes together, what'd you think of that?
Again, everything right now is kind of a trial. There's something to doing something against somebody else, with officials, with people in the stands, that you just can't simulate in even a close scrimmage. Certainly not in practice. But I thought they handled it well. One of the keys for them is continue to figure out how to stay out of each other's way while also complimenting each other, which isn't always as easy as it sounds. But I thought they did that effectively today. I thought Musa was just absolutely dominant, the way I would have hoped he would have been able to be, but more than just scoring, rebounding, and protecting the rim.
Caleb, all right, he seemed to come up a little gimp after.
Yeah, I think he just kind of maybe strained a muscle in his shoulder or something. I mean, I don't think it was anything major. I haven't gotten a report back, but he looked to be in good spirits in the locker room.
It's Chris's first game since Cade's first game. What was it like to see him out there?
It was good. I mean, it's been a long journey for the kid. And you got to remember, prior to playing in that game, he was injured going into that season. He got hurt his freshman year, midway through conference play. So it's been really more than 2 years since he's been out there. Now, this wasn't a regular season game, so it's a different kind of feel. But it was good to see him out there, and he seemed to be comfortable and confident, and his leg, and just playing the game normally.
Reports surfaced this week that Gonzaga's in talks of joining the Big 12. Just what do you think of the potential of that being a thing?
So I haven't heard anything official. Obviously, I pay attention, so I've saw those reports. Again, no one ever asks me except you guys, so I won't have a say in what happens. I have a lot of respect for their program. Obviously, they've been one of the preeminent programs nationally for quite some time now. And so if it happens, it'll be another challenge in what is already a strong league. I wonder who's next. Is it the Utah Jazz or the New Orleans Pelicans?
I'd like to watch Zion, so hopefully the Pelicans.
I don't want to coach against Zion.
Woody shot well tonight too. What did you think of? Did he look a little more comfortable with you tonight than he did maybe last year?
Yeah, well, you know, Woody's an interesting study in the sense that it's never been about ability. Woody's just got to immerse himself in and allow the results to take care of themselves. He's got tremendous ability. I mean, if you're talking about something that could be a difference in our team being a multi-weekend team, right, in March, he could very well be it because he has a unique skill set at his size. He can be a versatile switching defender, and obviously he has the ability. The only shot he missed was one that he didn't really shoot to make. You know, the one at the end of the half. The play was ran for him, but he kind of just chucked it up there. But he made them all. I like that he rebounded the ball because it's something that this team's gonna need. As Moose is not gonna get 17 every game, and KB's got to get more than 3. But I think Woody can certainly be a factor in that.
Gave you in perspective. I mean, you got the alley oop. You played some strong defense. Kind of, what did you think?
I feel like I played pretty good. I feel like I missed too many shots that came to me, but I feel like I played pretty good, and I played pretty good on defense, like you said. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
I think most people thought when you came here that it's for shooting purposes, obviously. But was defense something you took pride in a little bit too that we didn't know about necessarily?
I mean, yeah, because I came from like a defensive school, and like in the past, because I played with Coach Casper and Coach Gillespie, and they both harp on defense, and that's always been something that I've been good at. So that's like kind of like my strong point a little bit too.
It's just an exhibition game, yada, yada, yada. But were there some nerves for you stepping out on the floor for the first time in front of the fans?
Yeah, of course. It's always that little nerve of like, I mean, for one, it was like it's my last first game, so that came by, and then after the nerves got by, I got a little more comfortable. So yeah.
Woody, for you, what did you think of your game?
I feel like I played real good. I feel like I did multiple different things. I shot the ball well. I rebounded well. And I felt as if that my switches on guards was also well, showing I can play defense from the point guard to the power forward, and sometimes even on fives. So I feel like this game was good for me.
Mike didn't seem to be a fan of the heat check.
Yeah. Actually, it's a play.
He was actually a fan. He just didn't like the way how he shot it.
Actually, he called the play, honestly. He called a little play. He just didn't like how I flicked it for the little heat check. He said step into it and just become 3 for 3, not 2 for 3. So, yeah.
What was Mike's message at the end of the game for either of you?
Basically, let's put this behind us and, let's lock in because everything forward is now a part of our goals, the season opener and everything after that counts to everything that we want to accomplish this season. So we got to lock in even more and just build off of what we just did this game.
Yeah, we talked to you about.
And he also said getting away wrong because we was getting our ball taken by them.
We talked to you and John Michael about playing with Musa. What was it like?
It was easy. I've never seen no one really block that many shots like that, and I think he had 17 rebounds. Yeah, it's insane. I've never played with anybody that good at the 5, so it's very helpful.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Were you guys all concerned with the shooting tonight? You mentioned missed too many shots, but you guys concerned with that tonight? Still 6 of 20 from 3, and free throws were a struggle too.
No. This is the first game. Like you said, everybody got some nerves. So we know the work we put in. We come in here at 9 o'clock in the morning every day with shooting groups, so we know what we can do and what we can do from 3 in the free throw line. Every day we got to make 75% from the free throw line in practice. We do it every day. So it's just about, getting them game reps in, and once that continue to happen, then percentage is going to go up every game.
What are you getting to know Chris over the last year or so? I mean, you guys have talked coming up to the season about how excited you are for him, but really seeing him out there tonight, how great was that?
Yeah, it was great. Seeing a smile on his face after he scored or made a play, it was just happy. It was just great vibes, because he been out for 2 years now, so just seeing him have that success he had on his very first game, it's big. It just shows how much of a family we are because we all was happy to see him succeed at the level he did tonight.
What about you, Caleb? I mean, because you just kind of got here and you're just kind of getting to know Chris. What has he been like to you since you've been here, and how good is that to see him?
Me and Chris are actually pretty close, and then seeing him out there, like he said, honestly it felt good for me to see him out there too because he's been through a lot, 2 knee injuries and all that, and it's nice to see him back out there again.
Yeah.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.